Film Festival, and I'm here with this very, very famous actor, and he is also premiering his film at the Macarbe Film Festival. Introduce yourself to the camera.
I am Edward X. Young. I'm an actor, makeup effects artist, and film director.
Yes, I know that.
I didn't direct this film. I'm here at the 5th Macabre Fair Film Festival, and the movie that I'm representing is director Scott Bunt's Sea of Dust, which actually was the first feature that I had a leading role in. Shot a number of years ago, but Sea of Dust is a marvelous tribute to the Hammer films of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And in Sea of Dust, we have Tom Savini in what was his first leading role as a bad guy, and also I'm thrilled and honored that we also had Ingrid Pitt in what turned out to be her swan song, her last movie before her death. And I am honored to have several great dramatic scenes with the late Ingrid Pitt.
Wonderful. Now, you won last year. This time last year, I remember you won for another film.
Last year at the Macabre Film Festival in the winter, I won the award for Best Actor in a Feature Film for the movie The Green Monster.
I remember that.
And I'm very proud of that. It'll soon be commercially available in stores. And it'll be showing at the Grindhouse Nights Festival very shortly, once again. But I'm thrilled to be part of that picture, too. But I hope you'll see Sea of Dust. Sea of Dust, it's a beautiful film. It's a $500,000 budget. Beautiful costume piece set in 1899. All of our costumes were tailored. It looks very authentic, but also it's savagely brutal and gory. Effects by Josh Torrey. Enough to make you want to puke. And I've got some really gory scenes in it, too. I don't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil it for us horror fans. But I want you to tell my audience where we could go to find out more information about this. Do you have a website?
Me? Well, I mean, you could look me up on IMDb.
Well, what about the film? Does the film have a website?
Sea of Dust does have its own website, www.seaofdust.com. And you can also look me up on Facebook.
Spell your name.
Edward, middle initial X, last name Young, Y-O-U-N-G.
Give me a kiss.
Thrilled to see you again.
Yes, darling, and we'll be back in a moment with more interviews, more celebrities right here at the Macabre Film Festival. Pink champagne.
Beyond the Black Forest, in the fairy tale village of Heidelberg, an unspeakable evil has been unleashed.
I am Prester John.
It's happening here, too. To a lesser extent, but I knew there was something amiss, but I had no idea what it was tied to, and I certainly didn't expect it to lead to murder.
How many have been affected?
There's no way of knowing. There could be dozens of cases that went unreported. We've got to go back for the professor. We'll need his help.
It is impossible. You're a myth. How do we fight an enemy who's already inside us?
I've got a handful of scalpels and a bone saw. Maybe a few tools in the back room. Not much else.
You're an amateur.
She's hollow.
It's really quite amazing how this was done.
You were chosen to bring the kingdom of Christ to its completion.
You can fight your own war.
Now, religion and science collide in a controversial new film directed by Scott Bunt.
Ah! Was that really necessary? I want you to kill me!
There's no need for violence.
Wherever did you get that idea?
Starring Tom Savini, the godfather of gore, Ingrid Pitt, star of The Vampire Lovers, and America's sweetheart, Stuart Multiple Miggs Rudin.
Cease time!
And introducing Troy Holland as Stefan Christoff in the terrifying true story of a myth
You can't understand salvation without suffering.
that became flesh.
There's some salvation for you.
Can't get rid of Prester. He's inside of you. He's inside all of us.
Wellerlane, and I'm here with this very important person who's attending the Macabre Film Festival. She's a composer. Introduce yourself to the camera.
Yes, my name is Barbara Weber, and I have 2 films here that I've scored. One is Baggage, which is up for Best Soundtrack, and one is in the In Fear of series, Myranthophobia, director Scott Perry. This is the first time I'm here at the Macabre Film Festival, and it's very exciting.
It is very exciting. Now, most of your work, is it in the horror genre, or is it
Scattered, but I do have a lot of horror films. I happen to be a violinist, so it sort of lends itself to horror.
That's true.
Think Psycho, think violins.
Yeah,
and
why is that? Because the dramatic of the sound of the violins?
Yeah, because I think the string instruments could do so much that they just lend itself to that genre so well. There's so many sounds that you can create from either plucking or screeching or scratching or going into the higher notes and the lower notes. So
But it also has a very romantic sound to it as well.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Beautiful.
bring the violins when you want to ask the girl to marry you, right?
Yes. Right. So
Interesting. So tell my audience the name of the films again that you are representing here at the
yes,
Macabre.
the first one is, well, it's Baggage. That's the name of the Baggage with Rob Dimension, directed by Jeremiah Kep. And then there is I'm part of an episode of In Fear of, which is called Myranthophobia, which is the phobia of being strangled.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a website?
I do.
Tell my audience what that is.
The website is barbarajweber.com.
Spell it.
BARBARA Weber, WEBER.com.
Only one B.
Only one B, yes. Only one B in Weber because there's some, yes.
Fantastic. Well, I want to thank you very much for talking to me here at the Macabre Film Festival.
So sweet. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And we'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews coming up. Take champagne kisses.
This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.